Like I say, because of my because of my Titanic and my cruise lines, I wanted to also be able to serve. I mean, everybody serves wine. Everybody served alcohol beverages, but I wanted something that had little stars inside or sparkled or was better, and I was thinking, like I said, I knew about deep sea diving and stuff like that and compressing air into containers. And so I was thinking about maybe oxygen or some sort of something that was safe or whatever. And one of my scientists might have come up with the carbon dioxide, and I might have thought about the carbon dioxide because also, like I said, oxygen is also a problem for basically things with oxygen in it. Basically, bacteria loves oxygen, I think, or something like that. And carbon dioxide basically is a natural preservative or something. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really care. But basically, imagine that you're basically a little Lucifer star, little businessman, and basically inventor and builder of the Titanic and other ships, and you want something special. So you think about putting carbon dioxide or oxygen into wine to make it bubble or sparkle, and it's like a little surprise inside, as I said. And basically, you have a little place and you do a little test, champagne testing in France and a couple other places, and you're planning to have it on your cruise lines as something kind of neat and different than everybody else. And you're the very first producer of champagne. So much so that basically you build and then it sells out. And pre-orders are like 2 years and 5 years in advance. And basically, I think the war might have also stopped or something like that suddenly. Like, it was one of those like, like the war stopped. Oh, really? All because of champagne? No. Anyway, though, but yeah, basically France or someplace was the very first place that basically I released champagne or had champagne released, and I was the very first producer of champagne. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so also I was the very first producer of carbonated sodas. Anyway, I didn't know if it would catch on or not, but yeah, um, me, Lucifer Star, and so I would say I'm just a little businessman, little. Anyway, I laugh about it now, but it's kind of cute. But and then now imagine, then we go to the future. Yeah, I made so much money that basically I was able to build a factory for pretty much what the sales were on. Like I said, I was having my people advise. I was like, we can't produce this for at least 2 or 3 years. It's going to take a little bit before we get into massive production on the stuff, basically. And the people were like, yeah, it's fine, it's okay. They were happy, they were fine with it. So basically, like I said, we were sold out 2 or 5 years in advance before we even had the big factory, and we were building a new factory or two new factories or sort of something like that as the orders kept coming in, as people heard about it. So yeah, Brian, me, Lucifer Star. Like I said, there's many reasons why they would count Lucifer Star as basically the bringer of all the material objects and material things into this world. Me, I was an inventor and a producer of things. So that's why I offhandedly said to Rodney and Rosalie, "Oh, I named a car after you and a ship." And I told Rodney, "Yeah, I named a battleship after you, Rodney." And Rosella, I named another ship. Anyway, yeah. So I just kind of offhandedly mentioned that to Rodney. So like, yeah. Well, so anyway, as I was Lucifer Star, so creator. So anyway, and I invented lots of other things too. So the massive epic leader that I was. So anyway, as I was lost and refound, and then lost again, and then refound. Like I said, technically the human race or civilizations have lost me and found me 20 times. As I made little changes, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or did this or did that, or enacted this law or that law, or this rule or that rule, and basically made little fine tuning little adjustments to America and basically what is your world around you. Basically, I was like, yeah, just like that. Okay. Maybe there. A couple more services there. Yeah, okay. And a couple more things there. Steel toe shoes for the workers. Safety harness. Crash test for the cars. Yeah. Okay. I was like, perfect. Anyway, that's why I'm hailed as basically the best, the most epic civilization creator pretty much on Earth and other planets. Because basically I made this, well, everything around you. Your world, your planet, your civilization. I know I'm good, aren't I? So yeah, came all from here. I just didn't rest until I had everything just the way I thought it should be about. Like I said, I could be a little bit wrong. I could have been a little bit wrong about jail sentences and certain things and a few things, but like I was just like, you know, some would say I was too nice or whatever. I was just like, you know, just adjusting and everything. And then, like I said, also things like thinking about like computers were the answer to the future, that we had to have computers, and computers were very necessary as well as mass production. And like I set certain things, I was like, okay, these are the most important things. And then after these things, then these things, you know, I had itemized list of basically this is the most important, blah, 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 blah. And then these things underneath that, you know, and blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I had enough epic inventions underneath my belt that basically, you know, and then wind up and click, let it go. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, like I say, even at age 9, I was the most rich, most powerful, most everything on this planet. And well, other people would say, well, you're the most powerful, most rich in our galaxy anyway. I was like, that's nice. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't let it go to my head. What? I mean, I count myself as just lucky, fortunate, devoted. Some would call me a martyr. I invented mortars as well. I mean, I also invented wars and weapons and stuff like that, of course, because my people had to be able to defend themselves just in case. Like I said, I didn't really want to release or have my people armed with weapons, but, you know, it's necessary just in case, you know, somebody would attack. So I wasn't one of those people that's going to like, oh, it'll probably be fine. I was like, it probably won't be fine, so we better get ready. So anyway, I always believed in caution. Like I said, triple redundant systems, everything like that. So, like I said, I'm the only one who could actually outvote both the White Star Board as well as basically every government on this planet. So, and I did several times, especially with the laws. I was the only one who could declare independence and make it stick. Like I said, I could declare independence both as America and also as the Earth and also as even separate from the galaxy or the universe. People pretty much would let me do whatever I wanted. But, you know, not a psychopath, so. Like I said, when you're 100 trillion years old or even 1,000 years old, you know, basically you own a lot. But it's like, hey, I'm just one life form. I don't take up that much space. And besides, like I say, the truth was my laws were just too perfect. I mean, they're fair. You could go to work at one of my companies and be Chinese. You could go to work at one of my companies and be black. Or you could be Korean. or you could be Indonesian, or you could be from the Middle East. You could be Arab. Like I said, I didn't discriminate. I expect you to basically uphold my rule. When you work for me and you basically are a part of my civilization, or White Star Lines or America or whatever, I expect you to, and lots of people, they not only live in my country, but they also work and have families in my country. So, you know, it becomes where they're about, this is their home too. Like I tried to tell Congress and basically the presidents and everybody else when they're trying to lock up the Japanese or Chinese people in America, I was like, well, but this is their home too now. Why would they? America's they're citizens of America, so they have families here now. So of course I didn't know that they were going to be attacking China and going all the way into like basically slaughtering Chinese. I didn't know about that. So I was like, why would we lock them up? They're citizens of America now. So like, I mean, I don't see the conflict of interest here. But I didn't know what they were doing behind my back. Because I expect, I don't expect, I expect the Chinese to basically be like, or the Japanese to be like, well, we're Americans. You're Americans now. You're part of the Stars America. So White Star Lines, aircraft. That's why, so anyway, whatever. So, equal rights, freedom, equality, equal shared responsibility. You're my people now. So once you become citizens of America, you're citizens of America. So I didn't agree with locking up the Chinese or Japanese people or the Germans or anyone in America because, I didn't care that you came from Germany or you came from wherever. You were in America now. So you're an American. So, maybe I would basically be, even if you were from Africa, once you're an American, you live in America and you're an American citizen, you're American. This is your home. So anyway, and you're my people now. So protected by the Constitution, the laws, you should be able to go and apply at a police department and become a police officer. And you're not supposed to be going and attacking Russians because you're Chinese. You're supposed to be, upholding my laws, which is basically the same laws that allowed you to come here. So anyway, maybe I'm crazy.